Arkansas State ready to kick it off and get this game going. Here's the return from inside his 10. He's tackled right there, but a good job to pick his way and find some room on that return. So North Carolina's offense will go on the attack first. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
The Tar Heels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Anderson wants to throw. On the move. On the run, fires downfield. Left side, it's Warren. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch. Get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible.
Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down.
And, man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like, feature him. The offense goes through him. You got to love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And, Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more...
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, and he could have stopped the drive right there with the pick, but he couldn't hold it.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Got some room headed to the goal line, and he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, UNC!
And you knew his legs were a weapon, and he shows it to you right there, running it into the end zone. And this offense, man, they are a good offense, and they are in a good rhythm early in this football game. We talked about the quarterback. We talked about his speed. He can make these type of plays, and on the first drive, Palmer, the defense didn't have any answers. They better find some.
Yeah, it's going to be hard to find them, too, just because of that athleticism and just how he can attack defenses with his arm, with his feet, the different playmakers surrounding him as well. There's a lot to get prepared for in a week when you're playing against this offense, and I just think they saw everything there on that opening drive. They're going to have to do some soul-searching on the sidelines early.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Anderson will throw. Keeping his eyes downfield. He's going to run it. He goes out of bounds after a solid gain on the play.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
Line getting set on second down. fake and wants to throw. Turns it upfield. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get them.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Fresh setter down's going to the air. Rush right in his face.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You could tell. Drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
And the Tar Heels have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches.
Blue 22. Blue 22.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Thrust that arm out. Gets away from one. Finds some space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. From inside the 10, here he comes. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Anderson wants to throw. Extending the play. He's turning it loose into the middle. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete. You felt as if there might be a huge play coming when he got out and got loose to the left. Heaved it downfield, but couldn't quite make a connection.
And your brain has to switch immediately when you're playing defense and that QB gets outside the pocket. I got to understand my scramble rules. I got to understand now I start running towards where I'm at. The other side of the field, I got to start getting to the middle of the field, understanding what the receivers are doing. Nice job by the defense being able to react to the quarterback once he got outside the pocket.
And that's why this guy is so dangerous. He's an explosive play just waiting to happen, and it doesn't have to come just handing the football off. That was a simple check down throw, but he got it to him in space, and all of a sudden he does the rest, right? He's able to see the field. He's making people miss. He's got tremendous contact balance and speed. They get an explosive play in the passing game on a simple check down throw to the running back.
The Tar Heels come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. Looking for running room. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
Second down to the air. Going to throw it deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
You know the saying, no risk it, no biscuit. If you want big plays on offense, you've got to be able to take shots. They didn't hit that one, but moving ahead in the second half, expect this offense to keep dialing them up.
Another incompletion on third down.
Yeah, just now.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Anderson will throw. Still looking. Trying to make magic with his feet. Still on his feet at the 45. And he has vexed this defense with scramble after scramble, has another first down.
And, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making too many big plays. Got to find a way to make him one-dimensional and make some bad things happen when he tries to take off and run the football.
Quick catch. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's see how these two guys are doing so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Looking to throw. Buying a little time to his left. Fires on the move. Maybe a miscommunication. That one didn't have a chance.
All right, that's a play that I'd like to see the quarterback just take off and run it himself. And I love his mindset. He's thinking to himself, I'm going to throw this. We're going to get this first down. I have a play. But sometimes you just got to know, man, at this point, I'm out here on the perimeter. It's just me and these defenders one-on-one. I've got to trust him.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. Made a defender miss. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, North Carolina.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And what a way to put a stamp on that one with a 41-yard run to the house. He'll start the return inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Play action on first down. On the move. Now he's going to throw back to the middle. And he went for it all in the first play of the drive and come up empty.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
He's got it. Oh, what a cut! Finally stopped at the 46 after a 15-yard gain.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Keeping his eyes downfield. Bought a little time, lets it go. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
Well, I love the body control there by the running back. He had to catch that right on the sideline, make sure he had his feet in bounds, try and pick up some positive yards.
Anderson wants to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and I love when the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch. They can make plays. They can run people over. They can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
And the Tar Heels are marching down the field.
Black 14.
Just keeps slinging it. Flush to the left. Looking down the left side. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Man, this QB is so dangerous. He can get outside the pocket, and right here you can tell he gets outside the pocket. Now I've got to make some decisions, man. Do I want to go chase this guy? Do I play coverage? And that's why these mobile quarterbacks can really put you in a predicament. The defense won this battle, but that guy is so hard to corral.
Going to try to get it himself. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
I got to be honest. I know the defense respected this guy's running ability. I don't know, though, if they knew he was this good. He has been gashing them in this game with his legs, and already you're seeing the defense now make some adjustments to slow this guy down. They were able to get him to the ground. He's still got a couple yards, but this has got to continue for this defense. You know he is going to carry the ball.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Extending the play. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, you want to take better care of the football there. Lucky to get that one back.
Oh, those are those opportunities in the game. You got a chance to take points off the board, make a big play, and you just...
It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. The holder's going to line it up right at the 30. This will be a 40-yard field goal attempt. Smashes it between the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. And I think it's the play caller right now just taking a look at that script he's got in front of him and finding out where are my playmakers, who can we take advantage of on this defense to get a touchdown here, David.
Yeah, and just keep moving the ball down the field. Just execute a little bit better in the red zone. There's no need to panic. We're moving the football, and we got the lead.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48.
Blue 85. Go.
Anderson will throw. Still looking. He throws one to the left. He's got it inside the 25. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone.
Ready. Blue 30.
Wide receiver going in motion. Fights off a defender. He'll be forced out of bounds, and they're stubborn with this running game in the red zone.
Well, you got to give the defense a lot of credit on this play because they were doing a nice job understanding who had the football and where they were. So a nice job by the defense rallying around that ball carrier and now not giving up the first down.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone.
Ready. Black 18. Black 18.
Throws it off the RPO. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for the score. Touchdown, UNC! Quick strike through the air for the score. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern.
Breaks free, and he smashes his way through again. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
When quarterbacks learn to take checkdowns, man, they become way more efficient. They become way better. They get way more possessions, and he does a really good job. It's not his primary guy, but he looks down the field. He doesn't force the football, but checks it down to his running back and still makes a big play because it was the right decision.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. The encroachment penalty on the D gives the offense a free 5 yards. First down and 5 after the penalty.
Ready. Black 14. Black 14.
Anderson wants to throw. On the move. Now looking to throw back to the middle. Touchdown, Tar Heels! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone.
And this offense is clicking. Another touchdown. Didn't have to go far for this drive, but this offense is doing what they want, how they want, when they want.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments. North Carolina's offense comes onto the field ready to start the drive. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do.
He's loose. Oh, the sweet juke gets him free. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And another connection and another big play for this offense. And they keep the gas to the floor. Like they're still throwing the football, still making big plays. And this defense, they still have found 0 answers in how to get back in this football game.
They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Keeping his eyes downfield. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
That's the danger as a defense when you play man coverage, is that if the quarterback decides to scramble, there may not be anybody there to make a tackle right away. You obviously want to take care of everything on the back end, and with these receivers, you got to get them locked down. But if you're the D coordinator here, you got to be more selective with your coverage and mix it up, because man coverage against a scrambling quarterback can hurt you.
He cannot get it in, a mere inches away from pay dirt.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
He will not get there as the defense stops him again.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Third and goal, where you separate the wheat from the chaff. They'll try to run it in. Touchdown, North Carolina! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Anderson will throw. Extending the play. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Tight end finds a soft spot. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Timeout now called by the Tar Heels. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Wants to throw one first. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line. The Tar Heels, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Drops back on first down. He's going to fire deep. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now is taking out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. From the gun, running back on the move. He's past the sticks. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, so much to get you updated on, so let's get right to it here from the EA Sports College Football Update Desk. Let's open things up with Georgia Tech in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's the Yellow Jackets, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now back to your game in Chapel Hill. We have a front row seat for 2 dazzling quarterbacks here today. Both have shown the ability to throw it, but also tuck it and run. 2 dual-threat QBs who have a real future at the next level. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Kenan Memorial Stadium.
And the Tar Heels will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And he'll be brought down after a solid. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out.
Ready? Black 18.
They'll run it. Powers through the defender. And a little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And it's been fun to watch them feature this guy. Like, they understand they can run the football. They understand how good he is, and just they've owned the line of scrimmage. They've sprinkled in some pass. Like, this offense has done a really good job staying balanced, but featuring one of their better players.
Now on first down from the 30.
Ready. White 29. White 29. Good hard.
Right back to the well. Enough to move the chains. There he goes. Inside the 30. Inside the touchdown, UNC. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one.
And how about this, man? Picking up right where they left off, putting up points, being explosive, being a threat. You thought at half maybe the defense would come up with some answers. So far, first drive, no answers to be found.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Tackled and brought down right at the... The North Carolina offense returns to the field.
Ready. Blue 22. Blue 20.
Sells the run, wants to pass. He slings it deep to the left. He's got it way down the field. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it first and 10 inside the 40. Anderson wants to throw. Under pressure. He'll pull it down and run. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy, because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
They'll try the counter. Stopped right there.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this third and short.
390, twilight. 390, twilight.
Drives inside. Oh, he got loose. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a first down in the red zone.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
Sweet cut there. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
After that amazing performance in week one, this offense wasn't content. They felt like they left some plays out on the field, even though they were able to get that win. I feel like they've taken another step. They've raised their intensity level. They've raised their execution. This team is going to be a contender this year. You can just feel it.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 16-yard throw for the touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard. And so the Tar Heel offense makes its way onto the field to start the drive. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
The Tar Heels with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The run inside. It's Butler. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. Sells the run, looking to pass. Still looking. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep him covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
Not many play calls a coach likes better than this. 2nd and 1 after getting 9. They believe they can run right here. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the senior safety being evaluated by medical personnel. Holly will let us know what's going on with him. And the Tar Heels have this offense rolling. Anderson will throw. Here comes the heat. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent. He will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket? Get him behind the line of scrimmage, fluster him a little bit, and don't let him use those wheels.
Ready. Blue 22. Blue 22. Kill.
They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Snowed under by the defense.
Well, the offense got themselves in a bad position to start, but a nice change up there, handing it off and getting a lot of the yardage back, David, now to set up third and at least a little bit more manageable.
Yeah, and when it's third and forever like that, I'm thinking pass. So great job slipping the run in there. Running back now putting them in a better position. But defensively, I still got them in third and long, still in a good situation here.
Ready. Red 54. Red 54. Set hot.
On the move. They stop him at the 23. Good pickup, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll bring up fourth down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down.
And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Absolutely center cut. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense option. You didn't really get too much of that stuff, but, listen, you got to get a few stops late in the game. You got to get actually just kind of one stop with this many points being scored. You got the stop late. That's why you got the dub.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.